lay out just your thoughts on what perhaps could happen in the realm of welfare reform, because it's bound to come back.
Well, no, I think always you'll always have to be looking at systems in any system. I mean, we have great corporate loopholes, and who says that corporations don't take advantages of loopholes? I just don't want to see us condemn people who take advantage of loopholes who happen to be poor. Poor brown, poor white in northern Michigan. I don't care who they are. I just think that we unfairly, the majority of the population now, the welfare rolls in Michigan went from 200,000 to 70,000. Now, there are very hard to handle cases in there. We have people who don't have literacy skills. So maybe it's going to take us 6 years to get them up to speed. Should we cut them off? These are the kinds of things that we just ought to think about before we just go make a wholesale and pat ourselves on the back. Yeah.
Couple of minutes left here in
Sure.
the program, and you know, overall, I know I touched on this before, but going on in the civil rights movement, just locally here in Grand Rapids, where do you see things with the African American community going? Do you think we need to see the African American community take more of a stand? Do we need to see the overarching community take more of a role in the discussion?
Sure. I think we all need to be in discussion as a community about what benefits our community. Everybody. That's across whatever ethnic group, whatever. We all ought to be invited to the table. What I think about African Americans, I think African Americans in Grand Rapids are stronger than people think. They are more industrious than people give them credit for. And I think there is a rich vitality here, and that needs to be tapped into so that our city can grow. The great talent of African Americans is underutilized here in the city, and that's too bad for Grand Rapids. It's going to be too bad for the corporate world. It's going to be too bad for us as a whole. But I think we have a viable community of people in church every Sunday, people who go to work every day, and there are young people who are wanting to be entrepreneurs and business people. I think this is one of the best times it can be for Grand Rapids.
All right. Well, people can certainly get a perspective on the history of African Americans in Grand Rapids, right. A very thorough perspective with your book, right. African Americans in the Furniture City. Tell us when it will hit stores.
It hits stores March 8th. And it's at the local bookstores, and please go out and buy it.
All right. Yeah. Well, Randal Jelks, Professor of History at Calvin College, we thank you very much for participating in this conversation
Thank you very much.
And there are some additional Black History Month events going on this month at Grand Valley State University. Before we leave you today, we are going to show you some of those starting tomorrow, in fact.